Okay, I think this should be fixed. Wow, I swear I know how to stream, guys. That was like, what, 15 minutes of me just talking to no one but myself. That's fine. Okay, what we're gonna do first. The first thing, the music that we were listening to first, I have to point out, which is from Caleb's first myth, his standard myth, which is really nice. If it would load, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please. Now the game won't load. That's fun. We're having technical difficulty Sunday. Is everyone's Sunday doing better than mine? Because cool. Okay. Well, oh wait, here we go. This music is my favorite music in the game. This was what was playing for a long time while I was talking to absolutely no one. And this is one of the best tracks in the game, in my opinion. But we're not doing this one today. This is his standard myth, which I do have all of it, which I have not played yet. And maybe we'll eventually one day. But I feel like I don't want to rush through the content in the game and then be like, okay, now what? So I'm actually saving that for like a rainy day maybe. But we're gonna do Decoherence today. But first, what I actually wanted to do is they gave us like 10 free pulls for this banner, which I already have both both memories for this. There's 2 of them. So I unlocked the companion. I already unlocked everything that is in the in the myth, so we don't have to go through any of that. But with that, maybe we'll have a little bit of luck. I'm just gonna do a 10 pull, that's it, because I'm trying to save the rest of this for Silas's birthday, which maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll do those pulls on stream. There's a Chinese player that posts like the metaphysics, where it's like based on your birth year. She predicts when is a good time to make your pulls, like when is the luckiest time, like based on the dates and based on the hours. So I might do that for Silas's birthday, because I had to do 150 pulls for this, for two memories here, and I lost a 50-50 to Raphael, who always jump scares me. So let's try one time. I don't really have much hope, but we're gonna do it anyway. No, it's just a regular. That's fine. I wasn't expecting much. And I'm not gonna be tempted to pull again. I really want to get the second outfit for the companions, but it is what it is. What else am I gonna do? I don't feel like spending all of my resources on it. Because you could unlock... So I have him already unlocked, the regular one, but I don't have the special color unlocked. Is it gonna tell you? Okay, so it has like the white version, then it has like the version that shows his butt. I will not elaborate. There he is. I'm gonna do a little... Okay.
You have a special interest in spinning now? In that case, we should go on a merry-go-round.
I'm just gonna... Okay. How's the sound from the game? Does it need to be a little bit higher? Is it good? Is it okay? I can make it a little bit higher, I think, because I have it toned down a little bit in OBS. Maybe once... Okay, maybe that's fine. I also told myself I would figure out how to put chat on the screen, and then I totally forgot that I was going to do that. So here we are. Maybe next time. Okay. Okay, it's time to go. I'll take you on my break. Yeah. So this, for those who are not familiar with how this works, it's not quite like the last time when I streamed the other version, like the other story. That one was a completely alternate universe. And so this one is like within the same universe, and it's more like the lore behind like the relationship between the main character and Caleb, and each of the love interests has this. So it's canon. It is canon. But it's also not like the main current storyline. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. But I wish I could play the trailer, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like going through and opening like YouTube and all that stuff. But this is just one big lore drop. And we're going to go. This also has nice music. It's not as nice as the other one, but I like this one too. We're gonna like vibe for a second. Get some water. I know, it's really hard to explain. It doesn't make sense. I don't know how else to describe it. Well, like each of these guys has their lore. Silas is the only other one that I have it all the way unlocked. They have their myth. He's a dragon, and it goes through his life with the main character when he was a dragon, how they met, and it's like canon to the main storyline, but it takes place like long time before that. It's like their lore. It really is just like the lore, but not an AU. Okay, anyway. Shall we? Alright, time to go on a date with Caleb. Oh, also these are usually very sad. Is this all the way up? Okay. Immortality once brought lasting prosperity to Phylos, and yet, even if it couldn't prevent the stagnation born from unchecked desires, when time ceased to be a limitation, the Phylos civilization was unable to escape its inevitable decay. I forgot how much talking I would have to do in these. Okay, let's see. I got my narration voice ready. Get your tissues ready! With the exception of the capital and its surrounding regions, which still clung to their luxurious lifestyles, most of the land had fallen into ruin. Remnants of advanced technology lay scattered across the planet. But a majority no longer worked, or they were simply forgotten. Phylosians, is that right? Phylosians longed for their former glory, but they had to accept the bitter reality of societal and technological decline. The ruling elite in the Central District maintained their authority via strict surveillance, but beyond that illusion of grandeur lay something far worse. The more you traveled across the planet, the more you saw an empire in decline and the signs of an unavoidable demise. Strife raged tirelessly across the land, and the regime could only cling to life by relying on devastating weapons. Among the rebel leaders, a piece of intel circulated between them, a secret weapon that had crushed countless uprisings as a modified combat android designed as A-01. The Fall of Phylosian Civilization, Preface. Oath Research Bureau.
We have lost control of X-02, requesting emergency response protocols to be activated immediately.
There you are. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear? Blink twice if you can hear. It's kind of faint right now.
We're going to get out of here.
Can you hear him a little bit? Real-time data of my vital signs flickered across the transparent glass of an experimental pod. A boy who's approximately my age wearing an empowered exoskeleton just like me touches my cheek against the barrier.
We finally meet, A01.
Oh, he sounds so young.
I'm X02. There's been a security breach, and the laboratory's control system was hacked. We can only run away while they're trying to fix it.
The stranger opens the experimental pod and extends his hand toward me.
Let's run away, A01.
I am A01, a secret weapon created by the government. My body was modified and encased in a powered exoskeleton. My consciousness can be controlled as needed. People fear me, avoid me, and alter my configurations. So why would someone reach out to me? It's gonna work. Without thinking, I take his hand, pull out the tubes connected to my body, and step out of the experimental pod. The boy leads me through the labyrinth corridors, and we dodge patrol robots at every turn. We break through several disabled barriers. I leave the lab fully conscious for the first time. Othan Laboratory is entirely underground. The boy leads me through a hidden passageway and remains silent. Maybe it's to avoid being detected. Only the sound of footsteps fills the dark, empty tunnel. At the end of the passageway lies a vast expanse of wild grass. The sky floats between night and day. In the gloomy darkness, the wasteland stretches endlessly before us. There's no telling how long it will take to traverse.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect the tunnel to lead us here.
The temperature outside is significantly warmer than the lab's. My body registers the heat.
Is it too hot for you? It's currently summer.
No.
The laboratory always felt the same, but it's different outside. The sweltering heat, the sweat, and the thriving trees. This is the summer I know.
The long grass grazes my calves as the warm night breeze sweeps across the field. The vivid sensation is foreign to me. We keep moving, despite knowing we could be caught at any moment. I feel strangely at ease.
Everything outside the laboratory is new. I'll take you to any place you want to visit.
Okay, let's go.
I guess you've only ever been sent to battlefields. You must hate areas like that.
Walking beside me, the boy seems lost in thought.
I've been sent to one of those battlefields too. It was a desert, and the war lasted a month.
They're really having, like, altered children fight wars.
Some soldiers would search for fresh fruit during their breaks. There's this fruit that comes from a tree called Silverglow, and it glows with a silvery white light. Even its seed shines.
His fingers, encased in his powered exoskeleton, gently rest on my palm while he speaks. The cold black metal traces my palm and leaves behind a seed that emanates a soft, silvery white glow.
I kept one as a keepsake.
I pick up the tiny seed and observe its soft light flicker through its patterns. Taste? Surprised, he lowers his head to look at me.
Do you want to know how it tastes?
I nod, and the corners of his lips immediately curl into a smile.
If you want to try it, we'll find those Silverglow fruits. Now you have a place you want to visit.
I pause and turn to look at him, but his holographic visors hides his expression. Why do you want me to have a place I want to visit?
Because then I'll have somewhere I want to go too.
I don't understand.
It's because I'm your friend.
His voice is clear and certain.
My job is to take you to the places you want to visit.
As if reflecting the brightness in his voice, a golden ray of sunlight, ignites the pale-colored horizon. A tender, golden red glow spreads from the edge of the sky. It becomes more vibrant with each passing moment. Sunlight pierces the morning mist and illuminates the dewdrops on the grass. A dawn unlike what I've seen before arrives. I can't help but stop and look up at the sky. Summer. Daybreak.
Is this the first time you've seen it?
I don't remember. They erase my memories once I return to the lab. My gaze returns to his face.
Once we're out of this wasteland, it'll be more difficult for them to find us. And the system can only erase memories it knows about. What we see now is ours alone. A secret between us.
After thinking for a moment, I point at him. Calm, encouraging, bright. Caleb. Secret. He seems to immediately understand what I'm saying.
Is that a code? It sounds like a name.
X02. Caleb. He leans down and pats my head with his armored hand.
Can I use it as my name?
Caleb. His voice is lively and gentle.
Of course. I won't let you forget.
Aww.
From now on, we can experience this together every year. And Caleb will be someone you see every day.
He extends his pinky finger towards me, perplexed. I look at him.
Hold out your finger, like this.
I hesitate for a moment. Then I raise my right hand and extend my pinky. Our armored pinky fingers together. The clink-clank.
Now we've made a promise. We'll stay together every
It's a
day
cute moment,
and
though.
never be apart.
Test subjects have been located. Activating capture protocols. Use any means necessary.
Our promise barely began before it was broken in the cruelest way possible. I can hardly recall how I was captured. My mind is a blur of laser fire and soldiers collapsing under my floating blades. The place where I had first disappeared and turned into the familiar battlefield in an instant. The boy protects me from a lethal laser blast. And also touches me. No!
Get out of here! Run!
I stab my floating blades into the soldiers and ignore the wounds that continue to get. My vision blurs. Through the haze, I see his body dragged away by robots. No! A dull thud resounds as the laser pierces my powered exoskeleton and I fall into the blood-soaked grass. The sky turns into a blinding blood red. Amid the sea of blood, a faint silver light flickers before my eyes. The silver gopher. I don't know when the glimmering seed fell, but it now rests beside my right hand. The last of my strength, I struggle to wrap my fingers around it. This is the last image I remember before losing consciousness.
2 test subjects have been apprehended, commencing full examination followed by solitary confinement.
No!
Commencing comprehensive examination of the test subject.
Oh, for a second I saw it said elimination of the test subject. The loathsome, familiar voice invades my ears. My mind remains foggy.
A01. Energy signature. Destructio.
I get they were probably like overpowered, obviously, trying to be captured, or I guess recaptured, and then brought back in, but wasn't she supposed to be like the most destructive weapon that they have in their arsenal? Like, I don't know. I guess they're just like overpowered, and that's why.
Preliminary assessment complete. Bodily impairment at 91%. Comprehensive modification and repairs required. Initiating the memory extraction protocol is recommended. X02. Energy signature. Construo. Preliminary assessment complete. Bodily impairment at 78%. Prioritizing the extraction of its energy for A01's repairs is recommended. Activating memory extraction protocol for A01. Keywords are as follows. X02. Friend.
My subconscious is plunged into chaos as a boy's face keeps appearing in my mind. Oh, it's gonna wipe her memories. The scent of wild grass in summer, and how plants touch my skin, the silver fruit seed, the sunrise, our hooked pinkies, the promise me Wade. A daybreak unlike any other, one that will never fade from my memory. Okay, maybe she won't have her memories erased. X02, Caleb.
Memory extraction complete. We will now proceed to modify and repair A01.
Maybe she'll be able to retain her memories? I used that one day to remember someone who didn't have a name. My memories are once again consumed by the lab and battlefields. My body undergoes more modifications. Stricter control mechanisms are imposed on my body and mind. I'm sent out to fight. I kill, get wounded, black out, and wake up fully repaired. Then, I'm sent out to fight. I kill, get wounded, black out, and wake up fully repaired. Okay, she keeps saying that for, a while. I never get another chance to escape from the lab. Oh. But deep within my consciousness, I repeat that one name over and over again. Caleb. Oh. Okay, so I guess they're quite young, because he was pretty young when they first met. So I'm assuming they're both like teens at that point. And their destructive weapons being modified constantly. That's horrible. Okay, experiment information, date, Philo's calendar year, recorded by Othan. Objectives, determine the nature and interrelation of, okay, so they're trying to find out, or they're documenting relation of A01 and X02's powers. Observe their behavior and response under various environments and stimuli. Assess the planetary impact of their powers. Oh, interesting. Interesting! Maximum ride? What is maximum ride? Scarch, tell us what maximum ride is. As usual, I'm confined to the experimental pod. My mind is hazy, but I can still see and hear. I just returned from the battlefield. Fragments of violent images still flash between my thoughts. I try to find one solace amid my chaotic memories. Whenever I think of the name Caleb, I get a moment's respite in this endless loop. However, the memories tied to that name are shrouded in fog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, that the fire, whatever blow-up thing, it just looks like the effect that you see on, like, I don't know, a meme video or like a TikTok video. God, they've used that same effect before. I think it was in the last one too. They've used it. It just looks silly. I can't take it seriously. The silence in the laboratory is shattered. Violent tremors bring the seemingly sturdy walls crashing down. A transparent wall of my chamber breaks. In the dust, countless fragments reflect a single figure. Oh, I'm sorry, his titties look great. A tall figure wearing a powered exoskeleton approaches. A mix of familiarity and strangeness grips me upon seeing that black armor. Okay, we're gonna leave him right there for a second. Wait, so what is maximum right? A book series for an organization that modifies kids and gives them wings. Oh, I've never heard of this. Is this like a young adult or like what genre is that? Sorry, I just read fanfic for the last 10 years. He reaches out and touches my cheek against the transparent barrier of the experimental pod.
Do you recognize me, A01? I'll wake you up.
I feel his fingers touch the crystal switch at my throat. He taps a few times on the holographic panel that appears. It's as if a fog is lifted. My senses return to my body. My lips tremble as I look at the man before me. I search through my memories, but only one name surfaces. Caleb?
That's me. The rebels have attacked the central district. They're looking for you, A01.
Oh, it's like a book series for kids. That's fine.
The lab's systems have been destroyed. We can use this chance to escape.
We? I don't know who you are. I only know my name.
I'm Caleb.
I only know your
friend.
name. A friend?
All you need to know is that this isn't our first time escaping. I promise, this will be our last escape.
Ooh.
The test subject has escaped, requesting interception immediately.
I was gonna say I do really like this myth, which each of the myths take very different forms. Like the Silas one was like a very fantasy dragon-like one, but this one scratches like a very like sci-fi. Like I love how very like sci-fi, and they're not like robots, but they're pretty close because they're like modified and they have those exoskeleton suits. The only thing that would make it better, I kind of wish it was like more like a mecha, because I'm a sucker for like mecha stuff, like the giant robot, right? So if they were like piloting giant robots while also being sort of like robot-y, that would be amazing. But that's my only criticism. The laboratory collapses under heavy bombardment, but the robots continue their relentless pursuit. I just need more giant robots in my life, to be honest. And this is a sci-fi game, so maybe at some point, maybe in his third myth, we end up fighting our way out. Caleb leads me to a hidden underground warehouse where, to my surprise, an aircraft waits. He skillfully pilots it and takes us into the cloud despite the intensifying gunfire. The aircraft slices through the sky, and the massive laboratory, I don't know which laboratory, is already out of sight. Does this mean we've escaped?
Not yet.
Warning. Multiple aircraft detected. Estimated hostile forces exceed 200 units. Immediate action required.
Oh shit.
It looks like the government is more interested in capturing you than fighting the rebels.
They want me as a weapon.
They won't last long without you. But the rebels won't let you go either.
Oh, he looks so good. I do really love this design for him. Are you scared?
This is our last escape. We either succeed or die. Being captured isn't an option.
I agree. Outside the windshields are swarms of aircraft piercing the thick clouds. I stand and walk toward the cabin door. They'll try to shoot us down. Protect the aircraft.
You're the one I need to protect.
Before I can react, he's already beside me.
This is our escape. I won't let you fight alone.
Caleb opens the cabin door. A dark, gloomy force spreads from his palm and suspends our aircraft in midair. You're evil.
I'll help you.
I nod and leap out of the cabin. Held aloft by an invisible force, I summon my floating blades. The giant black swords swiftly strike the approaching aircraft, one after another. The thick smoke engulfs our vision as enemy aircraft burn and explode. They're like a firework display celebrating our escape. Endless lasers weave an end of destruction, and it's impossible to avoid. Both Caleb and I are struck. I'm used to pain, and we have no other choice this time. The last enemy aircraft is sliced in half, and it plummets to the ground. I look down at the burning wreckage far below, and exhaustion I've never felt before hits me. An injury-induced dizziness returns. I fall backward, yet I don't plummet from the sky. A pair of hands catches me from behind, and my body relaxes. I can trust the person holding me.
Emergency protocol has been deactivated. Switching to autopilot mode.
Are we free? My mind is still a blur. I groggily open my eyes to see him.
We're leaving the Central District. They shouldn't be able to catch up to us for now.
Like, where are we currently? I mean, we're in the ship. But where in the ship? We're leaving the Central District. But we're in space, but in the clouds. In the air, in the sky, but then also on the desert. Where are we? Caleb, where are we? Resting on the floor of the cockpit, I watch as he kneels before me and examines my injuries.
Your mechanical body is severely damaged. I'll do my best to repair it.
Okay, so they're part mechanical. He gently lifts my hand and turns my palm upward. His other hand aligns perfectly with mine.
I suspect this is your first time being repaired while conscious. You might feel some strange sensations, but that's normal.
Okay, so they're definitely part robot. Our connected mechanical parts seamlessly shift and form a transfer port that locks our palms together. I'm not sure if I imagined it or not, but I feel a cold energy tingled with pain flow into me. I try to pull back my hand, but Caleb gently squeezes it. Our fingers intertwine.
Just a few more seconds.
A sharper pain crashes into me, and I feel as if every wound is set aflame. My body burns and my mind teeters on the edge of chaos. I know it's not relevant, but I really do want to understand, like, how the exoskeleton and the robotic part works. But I know we're never gonna get answers. I just think it's really cool. It hurts, Caleb. It hurts so much. He stiffens for a moment. Then he carefully moves his other arm to pat my trembling back.
It'll be okay. I was always the one to repair you when you returned from battle.
Really? For realsies? Aw, that's nice. I instinctively hug him with my free arm. I rest my head on his shoulder as if this gesture could somehow ease the pain. Don't leave me.
I won't. I will never leave you again.
The pain burning inside me gradually subsides. The energy flowing through me changes from freezing cold to warm. It's like I'm returning to a place that feels like home. I slowly close my eyes, and I feel an unprecedented sense of peace in my heart. Deep down, I believe that when I open my eyes again, I won't be alone anymore. Caleb gently places the girl in the co-pilot seat as a desolate landscape appears outside the porthole. Even though the aircraft has left the central district, he doesn't feel relieved. His energy is fading. He could repair her damaged body before, but now he can't even restore her to a stable state despite using all of his strength. Their powers are bound to the same source, so as one grows stronger, the other becomes weaker. His decline can only mean one thing. The destructio energy is getting stronger, coinciding with the escalating strife that continues to engulf this planet. Okay, interesting. And then this energy grows unchecked. The first thing it destroys is the vessel containing it. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So the more powerful she grows, the weaker he becomes. And if she becomes too powerful, that's a problem? Okay, that was the second one. Okay, we're on to the third one. Okay, more records. Use visual and auditory stimuli to make A01 intermittently aware of X02's existence and observe her reactions. Analyze A01's emotional state and energy fluctuations to assess the fundamental attraction between the two. Evaluate the stability of A01's autonomous consciousness and behavioral patterns after becoming aware of X02. I don't know how long I've slept. When I open my eyes, I find myself in a small rocky cave. A small campfire burns at the cave's entrance. A familiar figure is looking into the dancing flames. See, I forget how much reading I have to do in this, and there's like a point, I think we're like half an hour in, there's a point where the words kind of blur. I need to just like, I need to lock in. We need to lock in and read. Excuse me. See, I can't even. Okay. I slowly step outside to see a vast desert. Caleb hears me and quickly turns around. His holographic visor is gone. I can't help but stare at him. Yeah, he looks so
What's
cute.
wrong? Do you feel unwell?
Not anymore. I've never seen your eyes before.
Do they look weird?
Never. Okay, this part kind of... Can you please? This doesn't work that well. We gotta auto. Turn auto off. I walk up to him, cup his face, and look into his eyes. I don't blink. Your eyes. They remind me of a scene.
What kind?
An image surfaces in my mind. A sky floats between night and day from many years ago. The summer sky just before sunrise.
That's something we saw 10 years ago. How much do you remember?
I shake my head. Only bits and pieces, and your name. He falls silent. Then, he passes the spot next to him.
Are you hungry? Let's eat something.
He gives me a fruit. Its red spines were burned off. It's not a nutrient nugget? Mmm, that sounds delicious. His expression becomes one of utter disgust. I'm sorry, who calls a nutrient nugget? That sounds so gross.
We're no longer in the lab, so we're never eating those things again.
Amen. Thank you, Caleb.
These are red thorn grass fruits. They're rich in protein and nutrients.
Oh, fascinating. A fruit that has protein. I take the warm fruit and bite into it. Slightly charred and crispy. It's salty. Is it a vegetable? I guess it's a fruit. He closely watches my reaction.
Do you like it?
It's better than a nutrient nugget. It's not bad.
Here, try this.
He speaks in a more cheerful tone as he gives a berry with blue and white stripes.
It's a blue stripe berry. Perfect for quenching your thirst.
Huh. I pop it into my mouth. Cool, sweet juice encases my tongue. This is giving Willy Wonka, I'm sorry. For a long time, my taste buds only knew the artificial flowers of nutrient nugget. Artificial flavors of nutrient nuggets. Did it taste like stevia? I hate stevia. I only say that because I got coffee creamer and I didn't look at it and it said it had stevia instead of sugar, and I'm very upset about that. But thanks to this single berry, the world beyond the lab has revealed itself to me. It's sweet. Sklarge, you mean your nickname now is gonna be Nutrient Nugget after you said that. So this is what sweetness tastes like.
You like it, right? I'll remember that for later.
You seem to be knowledgeable about these fruits.
I was deployed in a desert once. The environment and vegetation were a lot like this.
A sense of familiarity washes over me. I reach into my pocket and pull out the silver fruit seed I've kept hidden. Girl, how long has it? 10 years ago. I guess as a seed it'll be fine. Dang. Yeah, sorry, Scarge. You're now Nutrient Nugget. You should change your name on here. Just so I can remember, you know? What about this? Do you recognize it? Surprise flashes across Caleb's face, and his eyes light up like they've caught the fire's glow.
You kept it this whole time.
It's rotting into dust in my pocket. Question mark?
It's a seed from the silver glow fruit. The fruit itself looks like this.
Before I know it, a fruit emitting a soft, silvery white glow appears in his palm.
Do you want to know what it tastes like?
Yeah, obviously I kept the seed for so long. I nod and bite into the fruit. Sweet and sour flavors blend on my tongue. There's also a hint of bitterness. The taste is hard to describe in one word, but I don't hate it. Okay, the fact that she says I don't hate it.
At long last, I brought you to a place where silver glow fruit grows.
She's like, I don't hate this. It doesn't taste bad. And it's like, dang, we're finally here where the fruit grows. Okay. Anticlimactic. Seeing my confusion, he responds with a relieved smile. Did we make a promise before?
Yes. This was part of it.
Do promises made many years ago still need to be kept?
They must.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a promise, His voice is gentle, yet firm, and the moonlight watching over the wasteland casts a soft glow on his face. An emotion wells up inside me. I want to remember the promise we once made. Darn. After we finish the fresh fruit, Caleb puts out the fire and moves the spare sleep pod from the aircraft to the cave. I'm just imagining how that would look. The inflatable sleep pod quickly takes shape, and he starts to set up another one. I'm just imagining like a little bounty house.
This sleep pod will help your body and mind rest properly.
It's a sleep bouncy castle. It's too cramped, I don't like it. It's just because they said it's inflatable. I sit down and lean back against the rock wall near the cave's entrance.
Are you going to sleep like that all night?
Hell yeah!
If you
Yes.
don't like the sleep pod, use it as a mattress inside the cave at least. Then you can stretch out.
The cave isn't any better. I'm just trying to imagine how that looks. What is this sleep pod? How can it be a mattress and a bounty castle? Caleb looks at the dark, cramped cave and seemingly comes to a realization. He moves closer to the entrance and sits down next to me. He positions himself as if he were my shield.
Right. You know, I also don't like being alone.
It's very windy near the entrance.
That's why this spot is mine.
Aw, how sweet. I turn my head and our gazes meet.
In the lab, we were actually separated by one wall. And it was a mirror in my room. I didn't realize it was one way until it got destroyed. You were in the room next to mine and could always see me, right?
I nod as I recall that transparent wall. It was like a stage, built for an audience of one. Me. The sole actor on that stage was a prisoner. The boy in the other room, confined to the experimental pod and unable to make a sound, I was forced to watch his loneliness and pain play out. It felt like an experiment. I mean, it was.
Were you able to hear me?
All kinds of plants can grow in the desert. There are blue striped berries, red thorn grass, and a silver glove fruit you cursed about as a child. Would you like to go to an amusement park? I used the system to find the dreamiest one in all of Phylos. This amusement park floats in the sky. Even the clouds are pink and purple. I want to take you there. It's like a paradise. You'll like it. I calmly repeat his past monologues. He's slightly stunned. I heard everything you said in the lab. But only now do I realize you were talking to me. The wasteland's moonlight is reflected in his eyes, and his expression seems more animated.
Then you must have heard what I said every night.
Good night, my one and only.
What about you?
I had no one to say those words to, so I never said them. He turns to look at me, and his gaze becomes serious.
Have you given yourself a name?
I pause before looking at him. No one has ever called me by my name.
Well, now you have someone who will.
Hell yeah! So cute! He lowers his gaze and carefully repeats the name several times. When he looks up again, his features soften.
From now on, we'll hear the words we want to hear. Good night.
Good night, Spiffs, he says, because I don't feel like using my name change ticket. I close my eyes and listen to his steady breathing nearby. I unconsciously rest my head against his shoulder. I slept well that night. No sudden awakenings. No dreams. Okay, that's cute. Aw, they're so cute. I just know this is gonna end up horribly. Okay. We are soon... How many are there? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not even halfway through yet. More reports. Create a simulation of the planetary threats that could arise from the energy fusion between A01 and X02. Research and design preventative measures to stop the energy fusion between A01 and X02. Cool. Thanks. Caleb doesn't remember most of the dreams he had in the laboratory. I don't think I'll ever get that right. Except for one. It's a vivid dream that occurs frequently. Past an endless tunnel of space and time at the far ends of the universe, a blue planet orbits peacefully. The planet's inhabitants closely resemble the people of Phylos, but everything there is full of life. It's in stark contrast to the declining Phylos. The images in the dream are vivid. He seems to know how the people live there and how the scenery flows. More importantly, the planet's energy always feels familiar and nostalgic to Caleb. It carries the unique aura of rebirth. Perhaps it's not a dream, but a distant memory. We fly our aircraft to get as far away from the central district as possible. But the aircraft was hit with heavy bombardment. It's constantly malfunctioning. Eventually, we're forced to take a risk. We land on the outskirts of a ruined city to look for parts. As we enter the desolate streets, wary and curious eyes follow us.
Lingshire was once as lively as the central district, and now it's rare to see a new face.
A black market merchant greets us in an unremarkable corner of an old district. Despite her friendly tone, her sharp, scrutinizing gaze reveals her caution. Especially since we're still clad in combat armor.
So, where are you two planning to go with these parts?
None of your business, Helen. Before I can respond, a small hand tugs at my finger.
Are you both robots?
Yeah. I look down at the little boy and shake my head.
But you don't look like everyone else.
Liar! We are robots.
She's my friend. Have you ever seen robots that have friends?
The little boy shakes his head.
I've always been alone. Is having a friend any different from being alone?
That's so sad. I shouldn't laugh. Oh, that's so sad. The poor
It's
little
different.
kid. This whole exchange. Caleb glances at me.
Having someone always be there for you, it feels different.
But my grandma is always there for me too.
You brat. Sorry about that. This is my grandson, Kolo. He hasn't seen many outsiders, so he's curious.
Well, he wants
You're
friends.
from outside? Which outside?
Which outside? I hesitate. I don't know the names of places on Phylos aside from the central district.
The edges of deep space.
Oh, he said the thing. Love and Deepspace.
The edges of... What's that?
It's the origin of all Phylosians. Our ancestral homeland, basically.
I probably look just as bewildered as a little boy right now.
There aren't many deserts between the cities there. People enjoy traveling to see all kinds of landscapes.
His expression is honest, as if he experienced it firsthand. Did he get this from the cognitive domain system?
Do they have these? My grandma worked really hard to get them for me.
The boy pulls out several white paper ornaments from under the table. They're neatly folded.
Paper is rare on Phylos, but on that planet, it's an everyday necessity. Almost every child there learns to fold simple objects.
Just like what, origami? His understated tone makes my mind wander.
What else? Tell me more.
Caleb casts a side glance in my direction. Then he crouches down to be at eye level with the boy.
I'll tell you, in exchange for getting some unfolded paper. How does that sound?
When we left Lingshire, When we left Lingshire, we took the aircraft parts and the precious white paper I'm holding right now. Back inside the aircraft, Caleb gets straight to work without even resting for a bit. Lying on his back, under the control panel, he swaps out internal parts.
Regulator.
I hand it to him, but my gaze keeps drifting to the nearby paper.
Are you curious?
Have you visited the edges of Deepspace?
I'm not sure. I don't remember being there, but these images keep appearing in my mind. They feel like memories from a long time ago.
As he finishes the repairs and pushes himself up, I hold out my hand to him. He hesitates before letting his cold, mechanical hand clasp mine. I pull him up. I don't have memories like that. He carefully studies my face.
Is that envy I see?
I don't know. But you look happy when you talk about that place. Is it even happier than the dreamiest amusement park on Philos?
I've never been to either place. But that amusement park isn't far from here.
Or is it Philos? 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 Probably Philos, because he said Philosians. Caleb raises his hand and taps the air to bring up a holographic screen between us. With his finger, he draws a simple sketch on the screen.
There's a hover train that weaves through the amusement park. It'll pass by the Ferris wheel, the roller coaster.
And the merry-go-round.
You remembered that.
I remember everything you've said, including the amusement park's coordinates that you kept repeating. I read out the numbers I heard Caleb say many times on the holographic screen. I ain't saying all that. No. My hand stops exactly where his fingers rest on the other side.
Do you really want to go there?
Hell yeah, let's go! You said it's a place that makes people happy. I don't know what happiness is. Oh, sorry. His expression falters for a moment. In that fleeting second, I can't discern the emotions in his eyes. Caleb places his hand on the holographic screen and makes it disappear. My hand touches his palm.
I'll take you to any place you want to visit.
Can I go to Disney World? Maybe it's just my imagination. But when our hands touch, in spite of the powered exoskeletons, I unexpectedly sense warmth. I look up at him. Because you're my friend? He seems slightly taken aback. Then, a gentle smile appears on his face.
Yeah. It's because I'm your friend.
Besties. I don't understand what having a friend meant before, but over time, I found my own definition of that word. Maybe I'll understand what happiness is when we arrive at the amusement park. Caleb access. I guess it should be access. Wait, Caleb's access. Caleb. It's a typo. Caleb accesses the aircraft's controls, so we take the skies once more. I swear I can read. I swear I know how to pronounce words. We're no longer running away. We now have a destination. I swear I know English. Gotta get my robot voice ready again. Reconstruct the energy transmission network within A01 to enhance the test subject's absorption and release capabilities. Reinforce A01's powered exoskeleton and insert environmental adaptation modules to improve the subject's adaptability and stability in various environments. Cough, cough, cough. Caleb often woke up in the middle of the night when he was still in the laboratory, and there would be a severe ache in his chest every time I see laboratory. I just think of Dexter's laboratory. I can't help it. At first, he thought he was sick, but he soon realized the pain had nothing to do with his physical health. It felt like someone deeply connected to him was suffering, and he felt her pain through an invisible bond. Caleb knew she endured the wounds, the mental erosion, and the torturous modifications. She had to bear this inhuman pain because of the destructive energy she was born with. He wished he bore all that pain for her instead. This thought became a thorn in his heart that grew only inward.
Approaching designated coordinates. Entering landing mode. Please ensure your safety.
The aircraft has reached its destination, but the dreamy amusement park is nowhere to be seen. Oh, that's sad. I really wanted to go to the amusement park. The remnants of a hover train lie scattered on the ground, as if to prove this wasn't just our imagination. The amusement park did exist at one point, but now only its rotting remains stand before us. Lost in thought, I stare at the wreckage. Okay, I'm thinking this probably happens in like the far, far future of like the main story. Either like they're reincarnated in the future, which I'd assume this is like their reincarnated selves a long, long time in the future, and they probably wanted to go to the amusement park like that was there, because like they have the amusement park design on the lucid, oh my god, what is it called, the other myth, his standard myth, which I didn't do, so I don't know the context, because I'm sure I would know a lot more if I'd actually done that one before this one, but whatever. I feel like that's probably what's happening here. This is like a future story.
There must be other amusement parks still present.
You really think? You think that there's other stuff on this planet when everything looks like this? It looks like this? I mean, obviously doesn't look exactly like this, but that won't be necessary. I don't think there's anything left on that planet. I turn around and calmly look at Caleb. It's okay to not know what happiness feels like. Oh, that that hurts. No! No, girl, no! I've matured just fine. No! I disagree. I disagree. I start walking toward the aircraft, but he grabs my wrist.
Let me show you a magic trick.
Okay. He releases my wrist and deftly folds, unfolds, and refolds the white paper he got from the boy. Before long, he places a delicate white paper crane in my hand.
Let's see how far it can fly.
Although I'm confused, I play along. I was gonna say, I don't think that those are meant for flying, but he has a gravity evol, so he can probably make it fly. The small paper crane glides from my fingertips. It flies into the distance, and my gaze follows it across the desolate ruins. It circles back toward me, and just as I reach out to catch it, it levitates before my eyes. Yeah, he's doing it. Did you use your evil? As soon as the words leave my mouth, I realize I'm floating. I really like the effect they use to show that he's using his evil. I look down and see Caleb walking through the air. He's heading in my direction.
The hover train is gone, but there's always another way to reach the sky.
During the previous battle with our pursuer's aircraft, I hadn't paid attention to the sensation of floating. But now that I'm suspended in the air, I feel like I lost my balance. He steadies me, and the familiar pull of the gravity returns.
For my next trick, I'll turn this place into an amusement park just for us.
Okay, what does that entail? The paper crane levitates and leads the way. Caleb holds my hand and guides me through the night sky. From above, the amusement park no longer looks like a bunch of ruins. The Ferris wheel, roller coaster, and merry-go-round, they stand like frozen relics of a bygone era. The wind and clouds are woven to form a vessel beneath us, and I turn to look at him. He's beside me. Caleb.
What is it?
This feeling I've never felt before. Is it happiness?
If you like this feeling, then yes, it's happiness.
After thinking for a moment, I gently pull him closer. He leans down. I see my lips curve into a smile in his eyes. I like this feeling. So, I'm happy right now. Caleb stares at me as if bewitched. It's like he's seeing something completely new. Did I say something wrong?
Not at all. It's because
He gently touches the corner of my mouth with his index finger.
this is the first time
Aw.
I've seen you smile.
I also touch the corner of my mouth. It curved upward because I'm happy?
It's not just that. This also changed.
His fingers move from my cheek to the corner of my eye. Caleb, your eyes and mouth also changed. I touch the corner of my eyes and lips. Oh, touch the corner of his?
Yes. Now we can see our happiness reflected in each other's faces.
But I still don't know what makes you happy.
You.
So sappy. He softly says this single word. The evening breeze tussles his hair, the distant stars are reflected in his gaze. Aww. Just as I've come to understand happiness, I also understand what it means to have someone who's always been there for me. As friends! We're friends, guys. Memories of Caleb flash through my mind. Walking in midair, paper crane, the wind blocked at the cave's entrance, silver glow fruits, campfires, under the night sky. A familiar yet unsettling feeling sweeps over me, and my consciousness begins to blur. It's just like those moments before my memories were erased.
Pipsqueak?
I lower my head through the haze. The crystal embedded in my powered exoskeleton gives off a faint blood-red glow in the darkness. My mind spins into chaos's embrace. Even breathing feels painful. I collapse into the arms of the person beside me. A sharp sound charges toward us. A golden beam pierces the darkness and grazes my powered exoskeleton.
It's a surveillance drone. Get behind me.
I mean, they should be able to destroy it pretty easily, right? Countless pairs of golden eyes suddenly light up the night sky. Okay, never mind. They're like a pride of lions surrounding their prey. More golden beams are woven to create an intricate net. They're trying to trap Caleb in me. I try to summon my floating blade in the couch to counterattack, but my fading consciousness prevents me from using my b-ball. Returning to me, a golden beam strikes. As it pierces my chest, I lose my balance and fall. Caleb catches, focusing his evil beam of the passenger railroad car into the air. It serves as a makeshift shield. He carries me into the floating passenger railroad car while lasers relentlessly attack the exterior and hear the muffled explosions. I can too! It's not very muffled. Oh my god, it's so loud in my ears right now. So I can't focus on the words. My senses are about to disappear. Even the pain in my chest feels like a distant phantasmal sensation. They're really testing my vocabulary.
I know your
now.
mind is in disarray.
I'm fine. You need to go. I try to push him away, but he pulls me back into his arms, using an even greater force. He leans down in my ear. His calm voice is steadfast.
You must remember what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Don't go back to the aircraft. It's most likely being monitored.
Okay.
Return to Elixir and take shelter in an abandoned house.
Sure. I can't reach you. The passenger railroad car buckles under ruthless sunshine. Taking another threatening warning. It won't hold on for much longer. I won't either. This is too much. Caleb presses his hand against the back of my head. Our foreheads touch. There's no fear in his eyes. Only a burning light belonging to someone who's ready to face death.
You won't be taken back there, and you won't die. This is our last escape. I promise.
Did you see that last time? No, I'm not mad at you, Caleb, don't worry. His other hand grasps mine in a transfer quartz, and our palms connect. A flood of energy surges into me. It's not the cold, soothing kind I knew before. Caleb, it hurts. The energy burns like a raging wildfire. It consumes every fiber of my being, as if to hollow me out.
Don't be afraid. This won't take long.
A shrill, ringing noise echoes in my mind as unfamiliar energy takes over my body. It drains whatever remains of my energy. I struggle to break free, but his arms hold me tightly.
Forgive me. This is the only way.
What are you doing? I suddenly realize he's exchanged his energy with mine. No, Caleb, you can't bear it.
But I'm willing to do it.
He pulls me closer, our heated breaths mingle as our bodies seem to merge.
I will give you my fate, and your fate will become mine.
In a matter of seconds, my body accepts this new presence as if welcoming back something it had lost. A dull ache throbs through my heart as I desperately fight to stay conscious. Why? He responds with a small smile, and his warm lips brush against my eyelids. Oh.
Because I'm your friend. A close friend is willing to do this. To die for you.
Excuse me? No one's dying today, please? In this close moment, I see his farewell in that smile. It feels like our final goodbye. Our lips move, but the word I want to say won't come out. My lips move. Okay, well, I know he's not gonna die because there's still like 4 more chapters left. So this is at the end. Caleb? No! As my world slips into darkness, I see Caleb turn and walk out of the passenger railroad car. He levitates in the air as massive black swords materialize behind him. Okay, after this though, we have to see, like, we're gonna have to go into, I don't know, some battle combat, because his combat for the companion for this is so cool. He looks so cool. And they obviously can't show it here. I think maybe in one of the videos it does, like this has 2 videos with it that we'll see, but it's really, really cool. Okay, the floating blades forged from my energy now serve as his weapon. A massive swarm of drones surges toward him to attack the newly reborn combat android. Okay. I really wish there was a lot more animation in this. I know that would be really difficult to do that, and that would cost, obviously, the company a lot more to do fully animated, like everything. But man, do I wish that some of this stuff was animated. He raises both hands. Gravity is warped, and the black hole that manifests shreds the machines into pieces. I forgot that he can make black holes with his evil. Caleb turns his head to take one last look at the passenger railroad car. Then, he leaps into the sea of metal. Guys, that was only halfway through. That's only halfway through. Wait, we still have, okay, 1, 2, 3, we have 4. We went through 5. We still have 4 left. And there's still 2 scenes that are left. So let's see what happens next. I wake up in the wreckage of the hover train's passenger railroad car. I hate that. I hate passenger railroad car. I'm done saying that. It's so hard. Try yourself. See how easy it is. Passenger railroad car. I don't like it. All the surveillance drones have vanished into the night sky. They took Caleb with them. The sky floats between night and day as another summer sunrise looms. The amusement park has returned to being ruins. I'm alone once more. Oh, I like the music though. I'll take like a moment of silence for the music. The space around me feels like a laboratory. Boundless yet still a prison. Caleb's energy is warm and calm like lake water under the summer sun. It carries the essence of life and hope itself. He took on all the pain and darkness so I'd only be left with this pure hope. I'm gonna start crying. Where are the tissues? If I were to ask him why, he'd probably smile and give me that answer. It's because I'm your friend. No, Caleb! Where did Caleb go? My heart feels the pull of a familiar force. I know Caleb is alive. He's just outside my reach. Instead of hiding in an abandoned house like he told me, I reached the ruins of the amusement park without rest. The pull of my heart grows weaker. I don't know what's happening to Caleb. What if the connection breaks before I find him? I force myself to move faster. I need to cover more ground. Caleb, wherever you are, please hear me, sense me, wait for me. I will find you. I'll wake you up and make you hear me say your name again. I lost count of how many days and nights I've traveled. I don't know how far I've gone. The ruins of a city rise in the distance. It looks like the outskirts of Elixir. Light fades from the withered buildings as another night approaches. A feeling swells in my heart. Caleb is nearby. Climbing over the rubble of a building, I see the sunset, the setting sun, casting light on the lonely wreckage of an aircraft. My heart races as an invisible force pulls me. The person I've been trying to find is close. I move to the other side of the abandoned aircraft. Caleb leans against it. His eyes are closed, and the cockpit's cables are connected to his back. The aircraft's energy isn't enough to repair his system. The scene mirrors the moment he found me in the laboratory. It's as if our fates had been switched. Keeping my emotions in check, I approach him one step at a time. Is it time for scene? Okay, let's go. His breathing is steady. Oh, they always make it too fast. Can't read that fast. I think I can press it. Okay. God, I saw on Twitter, people are saying that clockwise is he will try to attack, and then counterclockwise is a better end. So I think we're just gonna do counterclockwise. Maybe we'll go back at the end of this to see what the other option is. Caleb, are you okay?
I always wanted to be in the same world as you. Instead of just watching you and imagining you. I want to feel your warmth, your heartbeat, everything. I want you to stay with me forever.
That was pretty abrupt, but you know, it's fine. Aww.
Are you hurt? seeking me out. That's dangerous.
You didn't want to be woken up?
If it's you, no matter what, please wake me up.
Oh my god, his face there! Oh, his eyes are so pretty, but also very, like, peppy. His facial expression was so, like, like a puppy. I support Caleb as we quietly head back to Elixir in case the drones are still patrolling the city's outskirts. Sorry, I was thrown off by this room. Looks like a real room. His system has sustained heavy damage. We need to quickly find a safe space for repairs. Thanks for joining, Van. It's okay, you're fine. We're still only halfway through the story. You did miss part of like the first scene, but there's still a scene later. So you're fine. I hope you're enjoying Minecraft. His system has sustained heavy damage. He wants to complete the space for repairs. The black market merchant who sold us aircraft parts kindly let us use her old house for now. Although it's worn from age, the room is tidy. A vintage floor-to-ceiling window takes up an entire wall, so the space is flooded with light. This is a really nice room. I really like the detailing. I would love to be in a room like this. Like the wood detailing and like the paint. It's nice. Caleb, utterly exhausted, collapses onto the bed. I gently touch his eyelids and feel a trace of warmth beneath my fingertips. Suddenly, his eyelashes flutter.
Don't worry. I'm fully conscious.
He takes my hand and turns it over. The various cuts and scrapes I collected from those days of looking for him in the ruins are revealed. His grip loosens as if he's afraid to cause even the slightest discomfort.
Were you uncomfortable these past few days?
Without saying a word, I press my palm against his. He understands and tries to pull away.
My system is fine.
His eyes are so purple. They're so pretty. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm distracted by his eyes and his booba. I pin his hand down to the mattress. I sit on the edge of the bed and look down at him. I mean, come on, please.
Your hands.
The text box is blocking it sometimes, but like... It's not my fault. I'm not the one highlighting them. My pain receptors have been modified. But you're not like me. I force his hand to align perfectly with mine, and my powered exoskeleton shifts as our transfer ports connect. Clink, clank, clank, clank. Energy flows into his body. His wounds seemingly burn as they heal.
Let go of...
I use more of my strength to stop him from moving. His face slightly pales from the pain. This is how you repaired me before. I'm just returning the favor.
Don't waste your energy on me.
The energy transfer suddenly stops. I stare at my palm, shocked beyond disbelief. Caleb's system isn't fully repaired, but my energy is already drained. Unease creeps into my mind. Our energy levels are mismatched. You knew. He turns his head away to avoid my gaze.
I'll recover. I just need more time.
I grab his shoulders and make him face me. Our gazes meet. You lied to me.
Yes, I did. How are you going to punish me? I'll accept whatever it is you plan to do.
Excuse me? Excuse me? I didn't know we were going that direction. I didn't know we were going that direction! Oh my god, my fingers trail from his shoulders to his collarbone and move toward the center of his neck. Okay, what are we gonna do? Press his off button? Damn it. Please, work! Your punishment. Promise me but you'll never leave me again. Okay, well, that's a little lackluster, but that's fine. Ever. Okay, I can settle with that.
What if I break it?
Then I'll turn your off button. My fingers stop just above the crystal on his throat. It'll turn off his off button. All it would take is one push to transform into something else. I know your weakness. If you break it, I'll make you my prisoner. Hello? What is going on? I thought this was kind of gonna be normal. That's fine. He hesitates before taking my hand. He sits up.
Where will you imprison me?
This just keeps going. Why does it keep going?
Are you talking about that planet?
I know. I mean, we know what game
Deepspace?
this is. You told me the people here call their living quarters a home.
Yeah.
Right? Slarge! It's crazy. The way... Oh my god. Also, the voice actor, he's great. We love him. He does a very good job at voicing his lines. And I said, going home is a normal occurrence here.
Yes. Normal. But important.
Can we have a home if I take you there?
Why do you want to go to that place with me?
'Cause we're friends! The light from the window reaches his eyes and makes them shine like a nebula. Why is he... Okay, he always does the breathy, like... the sighs and all that. Can I call you that?
Of course.
Can we please work? Why is it? God bless the auto button. I move closer and wrap my arms around him. Oh, okay. His presence surrounds me. For a moment, the cold metal of his powdered exoskeleton feels seemingly warm. Caleb.
I'm here.
I rest my head against his shoulder. Now I understand what it means to have a friend. You guys aren't friends. Right? Quote unquote friends. Okay, they just don't know. They just learn the concept of friends. We'll leave them be. He wraps his arms around me. His embrace is ever so gentle, as if he's afraid his powered exoskeleton might hurt me.
What does a friend mean to you?
Okay, what are the options? There's someone who'd do anything for me. There's someone I can't live without. Ooh! Guys, which one do we pick? There's someone who'd do anything for me. I feel like the second one. There's someone I can't live without. What do we think? Chat, what do we think? I think number 2. No thoughts, head empty. We're gonna go with number 2. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Number 2! There's someone I can't live without. Sometimes the chat lag is a lot. He slightly leans back and leaves just enough space between us. Hesitation flickers in his eyes. Is that not true?
You'll be older one day.
And you won't be my friend anymore when that happens?
When you leave the lab, you can live your own life.
We've left the lab. I caress his cheek. Aww. We're having a moment. Guys, turn away. We're having a moment. Then let me be the only one in your life. Ah! Damn, they're both possessive. They're always like this. Well, he's always like this, but she's also like this. He pauses before turning his head. His warm lips brush my fingertips, and his voice is as soft as a whisper.
That's not the answer I expected. But I like it.
Okay. I sit up straight and extend my right pinky finger to Caleb. This is the way he's like, it's not what I expected, but I like it. Oh my god. Back then, you taught me about promises. She's getting bold.
So you remember.
All our memories are tied to the name Caleb. His eyes sparkle as he extends his pinky finger. Let's leave Phylos and travel to a planet that's at the far edges of deep space.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go! Our pinky fingers, both encased in armor, hooked together, just like back then. It was summer at the time, and now it's currently summer. The season has finally become an inseparable part of my life. That was so good! Oh my god! That was really good. Okay, never say. I gotta remember that for just, I don't know, going through the whole story again. Probably later. And just like feeling all the feels. Because there's 3 left and we know they always have to make it depressing. It's not called not love and deep space. It's love and depression. Okay, I have to activate my robot voice. Install and activate quantum interference modules for A01 and X02 to ensure stable operations. Set the following trigger conditions. Initiate quantum interference when X02's and A01's energy fluctuations maintain synchronization for an extended period of time. That was a lot. For those on the run, a destination is like a beacon, a spiritual anchor guiding every step of the way. To reach our homeland at the edges of Deepspace, we still have much to prepare. Elixir was once a bustling hub of aerospace innovation. Now it's nothing but ruins and abandoned equipment. We found a small spacecraft in an old warehouse at the outskirts. If it's modified and given enough fuel, it can fly again. We exchanged the aircraft we used to get here for the parts we needed with the black market merchant, Helen. Thanks, Helen! Caleb and I ventured into the city's desolate outskirts to hunt wanderers for their protocors. Those will serve as a source of energy for our spacecraft. Ah, protocors! And wanderers. As the day passed, our dream of departures felt closer than ever before. Okay, we're making our great escape. After working very hard, we finally filled our pouch with protocors. It's currently midnight, but instead of heading back with our loot, Caleb and I are captivated by the scenery before us. A nameless lake sits on the far reaches of Elixir's outskirts. The humid night air clings to our skin, and the calm lake mirrors the brilliant moonlight in the sky.
I saw this before in the lab's system logs. Phylosians missed the moonlight of their homeland, so they built an artificial satellite to mimic it.
We sit by the lake. I touch the water, and the cool ripples curl around my fingers. They soothe the heat coming off from me.
When we finally see the moonlight in our homeland, we'll remember this night.
It's so far away.
Yes. Anything could happen. We might not even make it.
Okay, it's a little depressing. I place my hand deeper into the water and watch the ripples spread out. It doesn't matter, so long as we're together. Caleb looks at me, then he tilts his head toward the sky.
No matter what happens, we'll always have the memory of tonight to hold close to our hearts.
He raises his hand, and a tiny spinning black hole forms. The small ripples on the lake's surface gradually turn into waves. They're drawn upward by an invisible force. The water hovers above the lake. It forms a massive transparent sphere that sparkles with the reflected moonlight.
On that planet, they have something called a crystal ball. They're often given as gifts.
Are they also made out of water?
No. The ones there are smaller. Sometimes they have tiny items inside them to create scenes. This one only belongs to us.
Having floated before, I've gotten used to the feeling of my feet leaving the ground. Also, I realized I didn't read it. I was so zoned in. I was locked in. I forgot to read the last one. Caleb pulls me effortlessly into the sphere. The transparent water around us shimmers with iridescent wonder. Iridescence under the silver moonlight.
Hold on tight.
He guides my hands to rest behind his waist and wraps one arm around my shoulders. Our crystalline bubbles begin to float even higher. Caleb, is this another one of your magic tricks?
A magician relies on illusions. But I want to make all your wishes come true.
Prismatic lights dance around us, refracting and reflecting endlessly. They make me feel like I'm inside a giant crystal ball. Yet his eyes shine as pure and bright as tonight's moonlight. All my wishes will come true?
Yes. All of them.
I want us to live forever and not have to fight and not have to be running from being captured. Yes, thank you. That's my wish. I hold him even tighter. My wish is to have right now. Wait, the wish I have right now has already been fulfilled. Aww. Aww. If only they could have simpler lives. The night is still, and all I can hear are our footsteps in the empty city.
Why are you staring at the ground? Are you exhausted?
Listen, our footsteps. They sound like they're going home. Okay, that's a little cheesy. They sound like they're going home. Why did he have to like moan like that?
You already think of it as your home, huh?
Caleb, please. I watch our steps fall in and out of sync. I know this is supposed to be like a sweet moment. I'll stop laughing. I mean, us walking together is what feels like home. Aw, that's cute. He slows his pace until we're walking side by side.
I'll remember the rhythm then. So from now on, we'll walk home like this, together.
I feel like he's playing another magic trick on me with his serious tone and how he says the word home. My heart is racing as I'm engrossed in an enchanting performance.
Now you're the one who's slowing down. What's wrong?
He places his hands on my shoulders to steady me. Then he leans down and looks at my face.
Tired?
Yeah. His compassionate gaze is so close. Not wanting him to notice my quickened heartbeat, I only nod.
We've been out for a while.
He suddenly stops, turns around, and crouches down in front of me.
Hop on. I'll carry you home. ...
I don't move, instead opting to stare at him.
It'll be faster this way.
It'll be faster this way. Okay, sure.
Don't you want to go home soon?
Okay, I guess we will. Still feeling lightheaded, I climb onto his back. That can't be comfortable. Look at all this metal shit. He lifts me with ease and walks forward.
If you're tired, close your eyes. You'll wake up
He's
at
got
home.
like spines on his back. That's not comfortable. I lean my head against his shoulder and let myself relax. Caleb.
What is it?
I like it when you say home.
Then I'll say it every day.
That's cute.
Let's go home.
I no longer care if he notices my racing heart. because I can feel his heart too, as my chest is pressed against his back. Like mine, it's beating just as quickly. Our hearts are perfectly in sync. The rhythm is exciting and comforting. Good night, Caleb.
Good night.
I'm gonna fall asleep on his back. Content, I close my eyes and fail to notice the faint, blood-red glow from the crystal embedded in his powered exoskeleton. That mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? The blood-red glow. Did I miss something? Oh no, there's 2 left. It's too nice! I also, you know, it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking, and I kind of miss when they did used to have the main character's lines voiced. In some other earlier parts of the game, it's voiced, and like her battle lines are voiced and all of that. So there is a voice actress for her. And I guess what I'd heard before is that people didn't want to hear her because it wasn't as like immersive as they wanted, which I feel like it's more immersive if she's speaking. But here we are. Now I have to talk through all of this. I do miss having her voiced. Okay, gotta prepare. The robot voice. Objectives. The interference control module via feedback signals will adjust the patterns of entangled particles to generate specific quantum states. These will target the neural networks of A01 and X02 to disrupt their consciousness. Okay. Okay. Got that? Okay. Monitor and document the destructive effects and quantum decoherence when the energy fluctuations of A01 and X02 converge. It's more fun for you, Van, to have me voice it. You know, I'm not used to talking this much consistently for like 2 hours. So actually, like after these streams, my throat hurts a little bit, which is like weird. Maybe I should like, if I do more Love and Deepspace streams, maybe I should have like some tea or something while I do this. Shortly after exchanging energy with the girl and waking up, Caleb had an ominous premonition. Me too! I also had an ominous premonition after that last scene. The color change in his powered exoskeleton's crystal and the brief haze clouding his mind made him remember the ruins of the amusement park. The girl underwent the same process. The crystal discoloration and the mental fog. Those symptoms have been transferred to him. After their failed escape as children, the two had undergone many modifications. Maybe this was a failsafe, a mechanism the laboratory had implanted to prevent another attempt. But what was the trigger? Yes, tea with... That's what it should be called, tea with boyfriend. Tea with our boyfriends. Next time it's Silas's birthday. When he carried the girl back to the old house on his back that night, he finally realized the answer. The trigger was each other. So, okay, yeah, they're kind of doomed. More specifically, it was their feelings. The closer they became, and the more they interacted, the faster their consciousness degraded. Oh no. They were programmed to be the other's poison. This naturally formed bond was destructive, a catalyst designed to make them forget and hurt each other. Despite this newfound knowledge, he savored the sweet poison. All he wanted was to stand by her side and board the spacecraft destined to reach the far edges of Deepspace before the mechanism overwhelmed him. Yeah, so they're doomed. I mean, I saw that from a mile away, but it's still sad. The war between the government and the rebels had reached a precarious juncture. The central district has been reduced to rubble. The flames of conflict spread to every part of the planet. Lingshire was no exception. Outside the window, an ominous red glow lit up the night and was accompanied by faint, distant explosions.
It's me.
Helen! Help us, Helen! Helen rushes in with her grandson, Kolo. Both are disheveled from their journey. and her usually calm demeanor can't mask her fear.
The rebels are already at the city outskirts. It's sooner than I expected.
Oh
We'll be
no.
boarding a large evacuation ship. You two should come with us. It's safer if we stick together.
If they find us, everyone on board will die. Caleb and I are exchanging a glance. We know that we are thinking the same thing.
Thank you, but our fuel is ready. We'll be leaving soon.
The contrast between this normal room, it looks extremely normal. Like, almost like a mid-century style room, and then his outfit, like his exoskeleton suit.
But your
jarring.
ship is a private spacecraft. It has never traveled that far. What if...
If we explode, we
Do
explode.
you really have to go? Where are you going?
Caleb pats the boy's head.
We're going to a place where the seasons change. We'll see life grow, a summer sunrise, and real moonlight.
Does this world have such a place?
No. Maybe? Yes, no, maybe so. Caleb shows a slight smile as he glances at the boy. He turns to look at me.
If this world doesn't have it, then we'll find one that does.
Helen sighs and hands a metal box to Caleb.
Take this. It's the best warp drive I could get. And this is the communication key for our ship. Just in case. So long as you're within range, we can send a rescue shuttle.
After Helen nods, Carlo places a small communicator in my hand. Thank you.
You need to go to that world you're looking for.
Take care, children.
I hope they survive. We watch the massive spacecraft disappear into the sky. The flames of strife enter the heart of the city. Scared and dilapidated, Lingshire marches toward its funeral. Outside the floor-to-ceiling window, buildings stand against the blinding flames. The thick smoke fills the air, yet the city remains strangely silent. We have to leave immediately. Caleb goes to the warehouse to replace the spacecraft's engine. Not a great time to be like stumbling over my words. Oh, it's serious. Kind of lock in. I stay behind to gather emergency supplies. We'll meet up after I'm done. I rush to the warehouse with everything I can carry, yet I see Caleb standing outside the spacecraft with his back to me. I have... No, not the nutrient nuggets! No! Oh, I thought we were done with those forever. I have nutrient nuggets, supplement concentrates, and...
X-02. Command confirmed.
Excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean X-02? Command confirmed? I don't like this music. It's ominous music. Huh? The crystal embedded in him emits a faint blood-red glow. I realized this happened to me when we were in the ruins of the amusement park. Caleb? Oh no. I take a step and grab his arm. But when he... Okay, well, let them finish. But when he turns around, his face is expressionless. It'd befit something that could be called the ultimate perfect weapon.
Carrying out orders.
Oh no.
No. I'm not X-02. I'm Caleb.
His unfocused eyes slowly regain clarity. The red glow from his powered exoskeleton fades. His body sways, and I quickly study him. Are your memories being erased? Is it because we exchanged energy?
Let's get out of here first. Once we're safe, I'll explain everything to you.
about this. Outside the spacecraft's viewport, Elixir, consumed by warfare, shrinks into a speck of light in the distance. As the spacecraft ascends, the entire planet seemingly spirals into an inferno. I pilot the ship, but my heart races as if it's feeling someone else's pain. We have
interference modules inside of us.
Oops.
When triggered, the one with the destructive energy will experience a degradation of their consciousness until they lose it completely. Then they must wait to be reactivated.
No shit. It's clear what those people feared. Weapons with a will of their own. Suppressing the bitterness in my chest, I force myself to stay calm. If we leave Phylos, the module won't be activated. He lowers his gaze to avoid looking me in the eye. That's when the truth hits me. Am I the trigger?
Whenever our energy synchronizes, it activates the interference module.
My body trembles, but a soft smile appears on his face.
It's not your fault. They knew I couldn't stop myself from wanting to synchronize with you.
The countless experiments had dulled my anger and pain, yet they surged once more as they were born from my flesh. All of them deserve to die. But who are they? The researchers who modified us? The rulers who crave our power? The creators who gave us this energy? Or is it fate itself that's binding us in each other's shadows? Before me is this boundless universe, yet my hatred can only merge with this unfathomable darkness. This should have been my burden. If Caleb didn't exchange his energy with mine, he wouldn't need to suffer. I grasp Caleb's hand and try to connect to the port in his palm. Suddenly, something warm and sticky, blood. Yeah. I slowly turn my hand. Dark red blood has mixed with the golden fluid in my palm. It flows down my wrist.
I'm sorry.
Caleb's smile softens as he opens his wounded palm. The transfer port has been completely destroyed. He destroyed it, didn't he?
We won't be exchanging energy anymore. But at least, I got you onto this ship before I was taken away.
No, I'm actually gonna cry.
I promised this would be our last escape. And I meant it.
His grin sends waves of fear through me. I grab his arm. Caleb, don't you dare leave me. We promised to reach the far reaches of deep space together.
Warning. Internal energy fluctuations are intensifying. Hull integrity at risk. Immediate action required.
The floating blades. I can't control them for much longer.
Oh, the music is so good! Even if you lose consciousness, it doesn't matter. I'll always be the one to wake you up.
Warning. Spacecraft is under heavy bombardment. Shield integrity at 70%. A massive fleet is approaching. Contact will occur in approximately 25 seconds. Please execute tactical evasive maneuvers.
This is perfect.
What do you mean?
Your fate is now mine. This is the last thing I can do for you.
What do you mean? He releases my hand, stands up, and leaves the cockpit. I try to follow him, but gravity pins me in place. A transparent door separates us. It's just like that barrier in the laboratory. I fucking hate that word. But he won't be waiting for me on the other side this time. Caleb, no! Caleb, no! Don't leave me, Caleb! Caleb stops in his tracks. He turns his head ever so slightly.
I'm sorry. I failed you as a friend. Our promise to reach the edges of deep space together. I broke it.
I can only see one of his eyes. Within it lies a gentle resolve that destroys my heart. It is destroying my
The
heart!
promise we had since we were born. I kept that one. Our bodies, minds, and spirits are from the same source. Even if it all fades away, my soul will always resonate with yours. Because
His lips continue to move, but no sound comes out. What do you mean? This is Caleb's spot. No! No! Okay, well, the music is really nice, right, guys? The music is nice. I don't know if I'm ready for the last part. I will have to say I ugly cried when I did Silas's myth. They all end pretty sad. So Silas's limited myth, and then Zane's standard myth as well. I've gone through it in the game, and that also made me ugly cry. But I think we're fine because I'm on stream and I'm talking through it, so I will not be ugly crying, probably. But you want to be on scene anyway. Okay, let's go. Caleb has a secret he never told anyone about. It was born the moment he became aware of her existence in the laboratory. He didn't know if it was related to their shared origin, her being the center of his world, or the fact that she was herself. Yet, in the end, none of it mattered. Every reason began and ended with her. This secret was a seed buried in his heart, and over the years it grew into winding vines that formed an invisible net. It bound him and made him want to bind her just as tightly. At the beginning and the end of those vines was a single thorn, one that grew inward. Their shared connection meant his soul was always destined to recognize her. His soul resonated with hers again and again because he loved her. The deafening echo of that love had traversed the sealed laboratory, the war-torn planet, and the inevitable end. Now, it would finally fade into silence.
Independent combat unit detected. Multiple enemy vessels have been eliminated. The number of the fleet's pursuers has been significantly reduced. Warning. Combat unit's vital signs are fluctuating. Severe wounds are likely. Warning. Combat unit is in freefall. Immediate action required.
The AI system's voice reverberates throughout the spacecraft. With gravity restored in the cockpit, I open the transparent door. Outside the viewport, debris from destroyed ships flies through the void like meteors. And there he is, the one I can't bear to lose. He's falling toward a final goodbye. Caleb, what makes you think my life could mean anything without you? Okay, I'm gonna try to... I'll try not to be dramatic. I don't want to live in a world without you. Not even for a moment. There's a third option that isn't one person escaping or getting dragged back to the lab. The secret third option! Okay, I told you I would stop. Okay, we're gonna take it seriously. And maybe That's the ending I want. Where you both die. Yeah. I touch the silver seed I always carry, open the emergency hatch, and leap into the void. Controlling my powered exoskeleton, I drift through space. In the distance, ships explode in silence. Their remains streak across this emptiness. The receiver built into my ear picks up a sound. The piercing screech almost makes me think it's an auditory hallucination. Isn't this Kato's receiver? My intuition makes me look down. That figure in black is quickly falling. He breathes so much. As I hear his faint breathing through the receiver, I push my powered exoskeleton engine to its limit and fly toward him. Okay, good shot.
Turn back. You should visit any place you want. This path will only lead to destruction. We're from the same source. Then it's a promise. In life and in death. We will never be apart.
I literally muted my mic through that so I wouldn't like burst out and be like, no! Okay. We're back into it. Oh no, not auto. I feel like I woke up from a long, endless dream. In that dream, countless nebulae were set aflame in the fathomless depths of space. They collapsed. A black hole formed at the center. There was an explosion. New stars were born. Then, I heard a faint voice telling me a story about another world. The chaos was the only thing I could understand. So this music is really good. And that voice kept saying the same words. Go home. Let's go home. Conjuro and Destructio are two forces that drive the evolution of civilization. These intertwined forces are interlocked in a perpetual cycle. Phylos' empire rose from the advent of technology, which granted immortality. Yet, beneath its glory were the seeds of destruction that had long since been sown. Immortality meant the end of progress. Their decay began the moment it was achieved. Immortality could not sustain an immortal civilization. Ooh! As destruction pushed this world toward its final moments, flames of hope were ignited elsewhere in the universe. It is a testament to the endless cycle of rebirth. From the fall of Philosian civilization, the final chapter. Ooh! Okay, that's a good quote. The immortality couldn't sustain an immortal civilization. That's crazy. And that's the end. That's it. So basically what? They caused like a supernova when they exploded and destroyed? That's what happened, right? Wow. That was beautiful. Let me get my free stuff from that. Thank you. Wow. Wow. These are so good. I do really love these stories. Has anyone been convinced to play the game or just me? Oh, my affinity increased. Man, I still need to go through Lucid Dream. That is it! That's it! They died! They're dead. Wow. We could go and play candy cards with Caleb to feel better. No, we won't do that. I was thinking, because I said before I wanted to show his combat, but I don't think I can because I'm using an emulator right now, and it's not gonna switch to landscape mode, so it would just show it kind of like sideways. At this point, would it be? Yeah. Watch the streams, our boyfriends. I mean, they are our boyfriends.
Since
Collective.
you have some free time,
Okay.
we can revisit the plans we put on the back burner.
Okay.
For example, we still have that model we were working on. We only completed half of it, remember?
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go and work on the model kit. I was kidding. Gosh, wow. I don't know. That was good. It was pretty good. I like the story. I like the music. They don't really miss with the angst, do they? There are some cute moments. It is good. Okay, I need to turn the volume down a little bit so we can just like chat for a second. There we go. Model him? What does that mean? What does model him mean? Also, this chat lag is crazy. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's a snapshot booth in here. You can take some photos. But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So that was Caleb's myth. That's his limited myth. I have both of them. And then all the other boys also have it, but I do not have Xavier's limited myth, unfortunately. I was not playing the game. No, I'm not. Oh, I thought you said model hit. No, he wanted to build a model. He was gonna build. We have plans to build a model after this stream, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not that delusional. But they might do a rerun. This one seems fun. This one's Xavier's Lumiere little myth. I don't know if it's gonna download quickly enough to like show just a little clip. It might not. Yeah, he looks so put out because he hates Lumiere. He's so jealous of Lumiere, even though Lumiere is himself. Although, look at this. Look at that 91. Can we see the Okay, the 91 is showing up on screen. Beautiful, because that is important. That is my affinity level. And when you're level 100, you get married. This game isn't delusional at all. I just want my wedding ring. Let's see, we are currently It's gonna show. Okay, we're currently... Don't mind my office space, first of all. Don't look at the office space. We can decorate that however we like. We don't judge. Xavier's at 91. And Caleb is coming up 71. Silas is 88. I wish Zane I had a little bit higher because somehow Raphael is like already affinity level 68. And I don't... It's not that I don't care about Raphael. It's more like I can't afford a 5th boyfriend. I can't afford to get married to 5 instead of 4. 4 is manageable. 5 is not manageable. Yes. Marriage and a spring wedding. That's what we're looking for. See, we're hoping for a spring wedding for Xavier and then maybe a summer wedding? A summer wedding for Caleb? Yeah. I think that makes sense. I think that works out perfectly. See, we're not gonna look. We listen, we don't judge. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. Love and Deepspace. I hope everyone enjoyed the myth playthrough, because I did. What a roller coaster of emotions. I don't know the next time I will stream. I will try to stream more often. I will see about that. As far as Love and Deepspace goes, I could always go through like quote unquote older content because I know like everyone here does not actually play the game. So you play the game through watching me do it. You experience our boyfriends together. So I could do more stuff of just like going through the older content because there's a lot like Xavier's stories. I haven't done like most of these, to be honest. I haven't done most of these. And the same thing, I have gone through almost all of Silas's, but there's plenty of stuff that I could go through. We could go through together that I haven't done yet. Other than that, because like Caleb's myth came out on Thursday, Friday last week. So he's still got how many days? Like 11 days left of this until a new banner starts. And what people are believing is probably going to be either Lumiere rerun or Silas's birthday. But if it's Silas's birthday that's next, I'll probably do that next, and maybe something in between if you really feel like it, if you want to watch that. But for now, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have fun, and I hope to see you around next time. Maybe I'll do like consistent Sunday evening streams. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know, in the future, like cozy Sunday streams. I feel like a lot of people do that, but it just seems like a nice thing to do. So we'll see. I'm still figuring it out. This is only my 3rd stream. Wow. Only 3rd stream. So again, thank you guys. Thank you everyone who is here. And thank you VOD watchers as well. People who are going to watch this later. And sorry for the mic issues at the beginning. That was crazy. I was talking to myself for like a good 15 minutes. Won't happen again. It'll probably happen again. It will probably happen again. Let's see if I can figure out how to put my onion screen on. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye, get out of here.